My name is Adam Rawlins. I am currently the Director of Customer Experience here at PacMoore. My career started in April of 2007. I joke a lot with my management team and share with them before in the interview process. I can't tell you how many times we've been interviewing someone and they say, "Oh, my work-life balance? Hey, when I leave work, it stays at work, and when I leave home, it stays at home." That's nonsense. I have never been able to leave an argument that I may have had at home truly at home. It follows me right into work that day. It follows me into the first conversation. And the same thing as I have encounters at work. If I'm under stressful conditions at work, we've had a busy day, or a customer is concerned about an issue, that does go home with me. It's hard to release that. And so we encourage our employees to understand this divide back and forth. It happened to me one occasion as I was coaching a manager who had lost their temper with an employee. It wasn't anything ridiculous or egregious, but they raised their voice. They were getting upset, and it was just very visual. And so they came to me. They were convicted. They were very vulnerable, and just said, "I messed that up. How do I correct it?" And we walked through that process. And I said, "This is, you need to go back and engage with the employee and say, hey, the objective pieces aside, you failed at this aspect, but I didn't have to get as emotional as I did." And that turned out really well. So there I am, beaming, great coaching opportunity. I go home and I find out my son had an awful day at school. 3 negative dojos. If you don't know what a dojo is, you're going to have to Google dojos. It's a behavior-based scorekeeping that the teachers use. He had a dojo for defiance. He was talking in line, and these were some repeat issues. And within 2 hours, I was immediately in the same place that other manager had been. I found myself raising my voice. I was getting upset at my son, and his face was showing me. It was the indicator. I'm learning my son. My wife and I adopted our children through the foster care system, and they went through some experiences that were pretty tragic. And so it's important for me to make sure, more so even at home in some cases, with my wife, with my kids, that I practice the disciplines I want to establish at PacMoore. Being in control of your emotions, having a high emotional intelligence, making sure that if emotions start to rise, you know when to bail out and check out and say, "I just need a few minutes." And so my son taught me that day, just through his facial expressions, that that balance between work and home absolutely should be connected. Those things that you learn at work should carry with you at home. Learning respect at work and carrying that home to respect your spouse is critical for PacMoore. We think it brings a whole life to an individual and benefits them in ways that just really can't be measured.